Face-off is won by the Tigers. They'll head into their own end to start things off here. Your starting goaltenders tonight for Amherst, it'll be number 35, Bryce Page, as he manages that shot that came from the short side. Kicks it into the corner. Now down back to the corner it goes, where the Trojans will take possession. Pass D to D. Now shot from the point. Knocked down in the lane. Goes behind the net. Pass out in front again. Just misses the stick of number 91, Evan Dutka. The starting goaltender for the West Seneca East Trojans will be Hayden Dawson, the junior, standing at 5'8", tends the net that he now has to manage a shot that is dribbled right to him on the 2-on-1 opportunity. Andrew Fortune, number 9 on Amherst, letting that one go.
And Amherst is coming in here tonight with a 6-7-1 overall record. Their division record is 3-4-1. At the other end of the ice, it's West Seneca East, and Jack, they're looking to try to win their first game of the season. They're coming in here with an overall 0-12-1 record, division record of 0-8-1.
Of course, one of those non-losses as behind the defense is an opportunity and a score! Cameron Brzezwanzi takes the lead for West Seneca East, not only a minute into the game.
Wow. They needed that goal right off the bat, and if they're going to strike first, they certainly got it out of their system right now. They're up 1-0. A beautiful goal. He waited till the absolute drop-dead last second to backhand that puck past the netminder and into the net. He took it all the way in there himself and really did a nice job. 1-0 here, 16:08 remaining here in the first period.
Randy, I was just trying to say, Brzezwanzi had an incredible performance in that tie that these two played on the 7th of January. It's the only tie that East has had all year. Now the shot right on is saved and dropped down. Now another shot from the near side coming off the stick of Aaron Como. Into the corner it goes. Fast-paced action from the Northtown. These two teams tied on the 7th, 3-3. It was a 3-1 Amherst lead with 8 minutes to play in the third. Brzezwanzi scores 2 goals in 3.5 minutes, ties the game at 3, and that's where they ended after a 5-minute overtime, 3-3, the tie. Already Brzezwanzi picks up the goal scoring again, as he has our first goal of the evening and his 17th on the season. In the offensive end, the Trojans take control. Shot from the point gets blocked off the leg of Michael Dickinson. He will head to the bench along with the rest of the Tigers. To the near boards it goes. West Seneca East trying to play it out, and they will do so into the stick of Jason Gray for the Tigers. Now across the line is Amherst, taking a shot from the far circle that just goes wide. Leo Ferrato let that one go. Now back to the point it goes for Aaron Como, who plays it to the corner. Quick passing for the Tigers, out in front, and a body got hit there as Loic Fisher was there alone in front of the net looking for the return pass. Now here is Alec Peterson. Alec Peterson down in the corner will play it back to the point. Cuomo steps in and takes a wrister that got blocked. Standing in the way of that one was Lewis Miller. To the corner it goes. Peterson turns around, plays it back to the point. Cuomo lets the wrister go, and that one is held by Hayden Dawson.
Now, you talk about West Seneca East here. They are a team that you've already given the first goal scorer here. He has 17 goals on the season, and this is his 14th game. 20 points on the year. The only other player on the team is Ryan Priori, who has 2 goals,
shot right on, they score!
And 6 points.
Andrew Fortune off the draw, let it go. Randy.
Goals, 13 assists for 22 points. Andrew Fortune. And we already have a 1-1 game here. Unbelievable.
It was Amherst up 2-0 after the first period in the first meeting between these two teams. Already a 1-1 score, as you said, Randy, and boy, they're not slowing down. Face-off to the left of the goaltender, Bryce Page. It's won by West Seneca East. They will not be able to keep it in play. They'll have to tag up onside. Amherst with a chance to break out here with their captain, Jack Carney, who plays it along the wing. Tipped into the zone by Carney, and he'll go after it himself. Carney fed it to the side of the net. That shot got blocked by Biersbach. Biersbach played it around the boards, and now out to center. It's chipped by the Trojans. To the near side, the Tigers look to break out now again with Kearney. Through the neutral zone, goes off of a Trojan stick into the corner. Brian Crispin down low. There's a shot from the far hash marks that gets knocked down. To the far boards it goes, and now to the corner. The Trojans pick up the puck and will play out to center, just too far out of the reach of Evan Dutka. And into the Trojan end it goes again. Tigers will head for a wholesale change. Timothy Machinsky is a name to look after. He's got 4 goals of his 5 points this season. The senior wearing number 19 in black today. Behind the net, the Trojans have it, looking to set something up. They won't be able to do it, as breaking out now will be Sean Murphy with the Tigers. Murphy crosses the blue line, takes it at the left hash marks, has a man behind him, will give it to him, but it was just a beat too late, as stepping back defensively here will be Colin Buish. And he will pin it against the boards and allow his fellow Trojan Cameron Przwanzi to play it around the boards and out to center. Here is Dutka sending it, trying to at least, into the corner. Dutka had to play it back to the defense. Now Amherst will get it out to center. Tigers looking to set up some offense. Dutka putting the forecheck on, comes away with the puck. No one's with him, however. Good defense there from Aaron Como to turn away the opportunity. To the corner it goes. Amherst will come up with possession. Nolan Litz will play it out to center, and that will go all the way down the ice. We'll see if it makes it far enough. It will not. It will remain in play. No icing. Trojans look to break out, and they will do so across their own blue line, just beating the Tiger Jason Gray out to center. Back into the neutral zone it goes. Now flipped high in the air to the near corner. Going after it here will be David Witchie of the Trojans. He won't be able to get to it. Loic Fisher plays it out to center. Now Fisher bowls over his man in the neutral zone, but lost possession. 2-on-3 opportunity is broken up by the defense of the Tigers, and Leo Ferrado, who laid out the body. 1-1 is where we stand, under 12 minutes to play in the first period. Here is Peterson to the side, sent it out in front off a skate, and then got stopped and flipped out to center and high and out of play. 11:31 to go in the opening frame. It's a 1-1 hockey game.
Jack, the only way I think West Seneca is going to have a real chance tonight is they've got to get some scoring from some of their other players on the team. This is a team that depends on one player right from now. If you look at things statistically, the rest of the scoring is all single digits and zeros down the line. So they've got the other players here tonight have to pick up their game a little bit.
9 players scoring this season for the Trojans. 17 now of those have come from Przwanzi as Amherst controls the puck in the offensive end. Slap shot from the point goes just wide of the cage. Now down behind the net. Andrew Fortune's there, turning, playing it back again behind the net. Will now pop to Fortune at the corner. He'll try to play it in front. That gets blocked down by the Trojans, and they'll skate it out to center. 2-on-2 as they cross the blue line to the left side, and sending it down into the corner will be Lois Miller. Amherst looking to break out, played off the boards, now out to center into the skates of Connor Biersbach. He'll go after it and now head back on defense as the Trojans look to break out. Picking it off in the lane was Jack Kearney. He couldn't keep possession, but it goes into the offensive end. Kearney will go after it himself, the defenseman, not afraid to get up behind the goal line with the A on his chest. Behind the cage it goes again. Trojans will turn away and look for a breakout. Fortune got deked out a bit there by the Trojan defenseman. Colin Buish, who starts the breakout and now will have to retreat defensively as the puck pops over the blue line and out to center again. Amherst will change, bringing it in over the line is Buish. His shot gets blocked in front, goes behind the cage. Behind the net, Trojans look to set something up on offense. However, the Tigers' defense collapses well, and now to the near boards it's Patrick Kantz, who will play it off the wall and out to center, and this one will negate the icing. However, it will go all the way behind the Trojan keeper. Behind the red line turning, here is Buish. Looking for an outlet pass and will try to play it to the near boards, and he will hit Przwanzi in stride. However, picked his pocket did Aaron Como. An opportunity for the Tigers. They couldn't capitalize as Como tried to feed it in to Jason Gray. Now in front of the net, the puck sitting there, now gets kicked to the corner. Amherst not able to maintain possession on this opportunity. To the corner it goes. Tigers trying to battle for it. Coming away with it momentarily was Gray. However, he got his pocket picked, and now the Trojans will skate it out to center. Crossing the blue line and letting a shot go are the Trojans. However, that will be Bryce Page knocking it down and hanging on for the whistle.
Well, Jack, since they've got it out of their systems in the first 2.5 minutes of the game, things have kind of settled down here in a back and forth battle here. And control of the puck right now is still, Amherst is putting some pressure on West Seneca, no doubt about it. But West Seneca is still getting their chances at the other end against Amherst.
Tigers win the defensive zone draw. Off the boards it goes from Cuomo. Couldn't clear it. Good offensive forecheck by Przwanzi. Keeps it in the offensive end. Now it's tipped right before the blue line, and out to center it goes as Peterson helped it there. Peterson will regain possession at his own blue line. Now lost it. His defenseman's there to clean up the mess and send it out to center. Sammy Pattison will send it back into the neutral zone for the Trojans. Now here comes Aaron Cuomo on the right wing. Will win the race to the corner and then try to play it to the front. It gets knocked down and out to center it goes. Misses a bunch of sticks all the way down the ice it goes. Icing negated again. Back for the Tigers will be Nolan Litz. He plays it around the boards. Now Przwanzi in the corner, taking an odd-angled shot, knocked down by the pads, still alive, and now Page will hang on as he just dropped the pads and hoped it was under there.
So, again, a little bit of loosey-goosey playback there by Amherst right now. They can't afford to do that too often or they'll be paying for it again. So, again, West Seneca East really putting some pressure on here and doing quite well.
Face-off to the left of Page is won by the Tigers. Jack Carney will handle it and play it around the boards to the near side. Connor Biersbach crosses the blue line, sends one across ice, hitting Brian Crispin in stride. He had it in his skates. Now he regains possession. Crispin's shot from the far side gets blocked in front. Over the net, knocked down at the near corner. Biersbach turning, pass to the slot. Shot goes off a leg in the slot. Now back to the point it goes. Held in by the Tigers and Charles Simon. To the corner, Biersbach helped it along. No one's behind the net for Amherst. Keeping possession here are the Trojans and Colin Buish. Buish dances around a man in Biersbach and takes it out to center. Buish will flip it high into the air and into the corner and slow up at the blue line. Tigers play it off the wall, looking to start the breakout. It will come to the near side for Biersbach. One pass ahead in the neutral zone. Drop back for Biersbach. Wrister blocked by the defenseman for the Trojans. Amherst recycles. Off the boards it goes. Playing it to himself is Simon. He'll have to chase after it into the corner as it lost possession. To the near boards, it's David Witchey who will send it the length of the ice and right to the right of Bryce Page for our first icing of the game. Randy, it's time for your fashion statement.
My goodness, I can't believe you and I are on the same wavelength. And I was sending these wavelengths. As far as you look at it here, of course, you got the orange and black. I'm really shocked at how many teams have orange and black around Western New York. You start with Amherst, you got Wilson, then you go into the college ranks, you've got Buff State, you got RIT. It's incredible. From the other side, West Seneca East, I'll talk about that in a minute.
I have some thoughts too, Randy.
Okay, here we go.
Francis Beck, I forget to introduce Francis Beck producing the game. He's got a headset on. Didn't know that was coming, but we'll get to their thoughts on the jerseys in a moment. In the offensive zone, Amherst controls.
Francis of Paris will be giving us his Francis, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'll back it up here with whatever you have to say.
Well, no offense to the West Seneca East faithful listening, but the West Seneca East has some of the hardest jerseys to read. When you do the black with the dark green for football, it's very rough to see from the press box.
Shot from the blue line is held by the keeper, Dawson. And Francis, something I've got to mention too here, that no numbers on the sleeves for the Trojans make it difficult, especially.
Would you see them though?
If they were yellow, potentially.
No. If they're green, I don't know. Again, no offense to the West Seneca East faithful out there. Your jerseys are just hard to read. The dark green on black does not work.
It's a great combination color-wise, but it just does not work for broadcasters and that are trying to see your numbers from a distance.
I just want to get your names right. That's all.
That's all.
Into the corner it goes. Keeping the offensive pressure on are the Tigers. Down behind the cage, Michael Dickinson plays it to the near boards where Jason Gray will turn with it. Tries to lay it across ice. It goes back to the point. Wrister from the blue line right into the glove of Hayden Dawson.
So now all of a sudden Amherst is really starting to put some pressure on here a little bit, and we're starting to see them getting some really good scoring chances here. So it could be just a matter of time before they get their second goal, but we'll have to see how West Seneca East defends against it.
Face-off won by the Tigers. Rister gets blocked in the face-off circle, now goes to the corner. Trying to keep it in here will be Loic Fisher. He will get a shot from the blue line. That's knocked down by Dawson. Now a shot from the far side gets saved again. Dawson manning the goal. Behind the net it goes. Falling on the ice is a Tiger. Keeping the puck under him will maintain possession. Back to the point it goes for Amherst on the far side. Aaron Cuomo will send it down low. Turning with it here is Alec Peterson. He had a backhander that got dropped in front of Dawson, who had to drop to his knees to stop that one from a tough angle. Now bringing it in over the offensive line for the Trojans is Evan Dutka. Dutka laid it around the boards, and out to center it goes for Amherst the other way. Coming through center and being taken down. No penalty called, even though the stick was in between the arm of Loic Fisher. Save is made by Page the other way, and he'll hang on for a whistle. 5:18 to go in the opening frame.
So hand it to Dawson at the other end of the ice here in goal for West Seneca East. He's hanging in there very tough. He's making some key saves. And as you pointed out so eloquently at the beginning of the game, he's only 5'8". We saw a goalie last week who was like 6'5". This is 5'8".
Big time tenders out there in Western New York. Giving the players a little less to shoot at, though. However, Dawson doing a nice job today. In on Dawson are the Tigers, and an errant pass goes through the lane and out to the far boards. And out to center it goes. Playing it up into the air are the Trojans. Won't be able to knock it down before getting over the offensive blue line. Now back defensively is Aaron Cuomo, and we may have a whistle for a penalty.
I believe so. I'm watching one of the off-ice officials go right to the penalty box. He's going to open the door up here. And it looks like we got ourselves a tripping penalty against number 4, Aaron Como. And he's going off 2 minutes for tripping here with 4:56 remaining in the first period. 2-minute minor, score tied 1-1 between Amherst and West Seneca East.
Przwanzi able to win the draw. Back to the point it goes for the Trojans. Held in here by the defenseman Lois Miller, who is playing defense on the power play, but is a forward. Shot from the far circle, just misses the far post. Now back to the point, they try to play it. Taking it away for Amherst, however, will be Biersbach. And Biersbach's got speed. Puts a move on the defender. Good play defensively there by Buish to stand up on Biersbach and not allow the body through before the puck could get to the goal. Out to center, Amherst will take possession again. They're just looking to kill time on the penalty, and Biersbach will do so, skating it out to center and now sending it the length of the ice. Already 40 seconds or so gone by in the penalty to Como. Przwanzi, who now has the second most goals in Western New York with 17 as he passed Colin Harrington with his first tonight. He brings it over the blue line and now sets up on the power play. Shot from the far circle, save made, rebound goes behind the net. Trojan still with possession. Back to the point it goes and jumps over the stick of West Seneca East's number 11 in Buish. Lifts it into the air, across ice, knocked down by Dutka and sent right into the stick of an Amherst Tiger who fires it the length of the ice. Buish in his own end will wait for his team to regroup with 35 to go on the man advantage. Pass is dropped to the center of the ice. Buish wasn't ready for it. Now he skates up to drop it for Przwanzi, who almost got his pocket picked. He's the last defender back for Williamsville East. West Seneca East, and he couldn't keep it away from the defense. Now a shot from the slot. Save made. Rebound again. Dutka hacked at it on the backhand. It goes behind the net. Page had to drop to his knees in tight. Trojans set up the power play. Przwanzi with the white face mask sends it into the middle. Got blocked. Got it back again. Shot to the middle. Got saved. Rebound goes just wide of the cage as the penalty expires. Trojans still with possession. In the slot. That shot from Buish, from Przwanzi, was no good. From the far side, out they go. 2-on-1 opportunity. Shot from Como goes high and wide and rings around the boards out to center. Fresh out of the penalty box. Como thought he had a chance. Back into the offensive end it goes for the Trojans. They won't be able to get possession as it looks like we've got a delayed penalty here coming up again. No, it was a delayed offside. Out to center and into the offensive end go the Tigers. Jason Gray, the only one down there for Amherst, will send it around the boards. Now stepping up from his defensive position yet again is Jack Carney, battling below the red line. Gets his stick on the puck and now turns it off the boards to himself. Trying to sneak it in the short side was Carney. Not fooled, Hayden Dawson.
And Hayden Dawson, and I'm not knocking the size here, he is standing tall right now. No pun intended there. He has really been standing tall for the West Seneca East Trojans. He has made some key saves here. He covers up. He knows when to settle things down and to get the face off and see if they can get control of the puck again.
Face-off won by the Tigers. They couldn't keep possession. Now out to center. Four-man rush for West Seneca East, and falling down was the defenseman for the Tigers. There's a shot from the left circle that got blocked by Como, who got back quickly. Slap shot from the near face-off dot goes well wide of the cage, and behind the net it goes. Trying to feed it out in front of the Trojans. They're not able to get it through the sea of bodies. Now to the near boards it goes. Turning with it to the center of the ice. Loic Fisher left it for his team, and Fisher got the receiving pass. Couldn't hang on to it, however. To center it goes. Trojans will fire it right on goal. Page has to get out of his crease to make that save. Into the corner it goes, where Ryan Piori will send it back to the point. Shot from the blue line goes wide of the cage to the near boards. Up in the air it goes, and out of play. Just over a minute to go in the first period, 1:18 with a 1-1 tie.
And I got to admit, Jack, for a team like West Seneca East, who does not have a win in 13 games, this is game number 14 for them, they have played very impressively so far here in this first period. They're holding their own, and they're creating some turnovers in the Amherst end and trying to get a second goal here.
Shot from the blue line, right on. Page had to drop down to make that save, and it goes into his pad for the whistle.
And I think they're going with the Wayne Gretzky philosophy here. If you don't score if you don't shoot. They're shooting at the goal. Whether they hit the goal, that's one thing, but they have been shooting the puck a lot towards the goal.
To the blue line it goes. Another shot. That one got blocked in the lane. Amherst trying to get the quick breakout. As you saw Jason Gray leak all the way out to the far blue line. Cherry picking there a bit. He won't get the puck as it's held in by the Trojans offensively. Body along the boards. Sent out in front, and a hit from number 14, Sean Murphy, will end that opportunity. Less than 50 to go in the period. A 3-on-2, make it a 4-on-2 break for the Tigers. From the left circle, a shot goes along the ice into the pad of Dawson off the stick of Charles Simon.
That's one of the first mistakes I've really seen the Trojans make tonight, where they got caught and it was a 4-on-2 break. It could have been disastrous here, but they took out their shot early off the board to see how that puck would come bouncing off of it. Instead, it ends up right in the crease with Dawson, and he just falls on it.
40 seconds to go in the period. Amherst with possession in the offensive end. Turning off the boards, the Trojans try to break it out, and now they will do so. Przwanzi, stretch pass ahead, goes off the stick of Miller, and below the red line it goes. Miller wins the race there, has to pin the puck along the boards to get possession again. Now sent for Przwanzi on the near side. Turning with it is Cameron. He can't keep possession. Sent out to the blue line, and a penalty's coming up here as we had a man tied up in front of the cage. Like it's going to go against the Trojans.
It's definitely going to go against the Trojans. I saw the play. There was no question. He got the Amherst player tied up. It looks like it's number 14, Lewis Miller, who will take a 2-minute minor here with 17.2 seconds remaining here in the first period. We have a 1-1 tie between Amherst and West Seneca East. The faceoff is going to come all the way down to the West Seneca East end, and it'll be just to the left of the West Seneca East goalie.
We just saw Amherst kill off a penalty that they took of their own. Now they get a chance on the man advantage themselves. Fairly even through one period with 10 seconds to go. A 1-1 score, one power play apiece. This one, if the Tigers don't score in the next 5 seconds, will carry over into the second period, and it will do just that. That's the end of our first 17 minutes of play from the Northtown Center. 1-1 is our score, thanks to a goal from Przwanzi for West Seneca East, quickly answered by Andrew Fortune. That's where we stand after one period. We'll rejoin you after this quick break with a recap of period number 1 and more right here. You're watching Fed High School Boys Hockey on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Well, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Our first goal coming less than a minute into play, 16:08 to go in the first. It was West Seneca East striking first with Cameron Swansea. 17 minutes of play. Randy, what did you see out of the first 17?
Well, actually, the thing that impressed me is they got their goals out of the way right away. We had talked about, one team has a lack of scoring. The other team has a nice balanced scoring attack, especially with their one line. And all of a sudden, within like the first 3 minutes of the game, we have 2 goals pop in, one from each team. I really was impressed with West Seneca East, the fact that they're shooting for their first win of the year. They're trying to get that. They played a well-balanced attack. They really kept Amherst reeling a few times. And Amherst, on the other hand, really have tried to hold their own here. And to me, they were creating some good scoring chances at the West Seneca East end. So we'll just have to wait and see. Right now, actually, there we go. We were waiting for the referees to come in, and Amherst has taken the ice, and now we're just waiting for the West Seneca East team to come out, and that's so the buzzer has sounded, and we've got the score clock ready here. And let's see, it will be West Seneca East that'll be killing off a penalty here. Amherst will be on the power play when we start this. So we'll have to see what kind of a power play. There was only about 17 seconds left in that period. We really didn't get a chance to see what that Amherst power play looked like. So now we will get a chance in the opening minutes here.
Plenty of goal scorers on the Amherst side of things. As you mentioned, Randy, Connor Biersbach, a senior, has 22 points on the year. He's got a power play marker to his name. Andrew Fortune has 2 on the season, as does Michael Dickinson. So a power play that has scored, 4, 5, 7 goals on the season so far this year in their numerous chances. So we'll see what Amherst can do with 1:43 to go on their man advantage.
And really, I got to take a look at I have this thing about goaltenders. I love goaltenders. To me, they are the heart and soul of a team. I got to give it to Hayden Dawson for West Seneca East. He has really anchored a really solid play back there for himself. Shots on goal that first period. West Seneca East had 8. Amherst only had 5. Although, Jack, it seemed like Amherst was getting a lot of shots off, but I think it was rebound shots coming off the boards that Dawson was covering up on. At the other end of the ice, you have, and I've lost him here on my chart, in goal. Face, and he's really kept his team in there. So this has been a good battle so far. It's going to be interesting to see if they come out of the first period and first intermission and see if they can really start getting things going again here. Who knows? We had 2 goals in the first 3 minutes this first period. We'll see if we can get a couple more goals here in the opening minutes of the second period.
When we look to the schedule, Amherst couldn't find their footing early in the year. They were back and forth, winning, losing, winning, losing. They found their rhythm here once the calendar turned to 2022, a 3-game win streak after losing a game to Hamburg. Then they lost their most recent game to Kenmore East. They come in today seeking their first win in a week.
And it's Lewis Miller serving the penalty for West Seneca East.
Play underway here in period number 2. Amherst will regroup in their own end here with their defenseman, Brian Crispin. He will lay it to the far side. Biersbach's pass cross ice through the middle will be tipped at the blue line by Fortune and now brought in by Loic Fisher. Fisher brings it around the boards to the far corner, slows up now, gets it down behind the net. Fresh sheet of ice on this power play for Biersbach and the Tigers. Biersbach couldn't hold it in, however. It's stolen away by Przwanzi. He had his pocket picked by Fortune the other way. Andrew Fortune dropped it off the boards for Biersbach on the far side. Biersbach circles around behind the net, looks to lay it off to the far boards, and receives the return pass. Now down behind the net is Aaron Como. Como plays it back to the point. Fortune lets a wrister go, blocked right in front of him by Dutka. Como, wrister, he scores! Aaron Como, he couldn't believe that one went in. Snuck in short.
that line down there and he just let that shot go, and it caught it and got past Dawson. And right off the bat, with 54 seconds in, we have Amherst with a 2-1 lead.
Like you said, Randy, and like Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Amherst and Aaron Como will say we second that one, as Como lets that one go from an odd angle, finds its way behind the goalkeeper Dawson for Amherst's first lead. Back and forth they go in the neutral zone, now sent into the Amherst end. Recycling back will be Jack Carney. Carney takes it along the boards out to center, sends it up for Fisher. Fisher plays catch with Jason Gray. Now Fisher has it in the corner. Good body work there defensively by the forward Colin Buish. Now Buish will help out down low again. Still battling here for Amherst is Michael Dickinson, now sent to the front of the net. Having to knock it back to the corner is the goaltender Dawson. Back to the point, it's held in by Amherst. There's a shot from the slot that goes just off a body and around behind the net. To the near boards it goes. Able to keep it in momentarily, Jack Carney. Now behind the net, it's rung around the boards again. West Seneca East will finally get out of their own end and try to look to generate some offense with a pass over the blue line. Dutka's shot got blocked in front and goes to the near corner. Amherst gets a break as a Trojan hit the deck on the fresh sheet of slippery ice and will allow the Tigers a chance to break out. Behind their own cage, here is Michael Dickinson. To the far boards, Jack Carney plays it off the wall and out to center, where the Trojans will regain possession. They're going for a change. Risky play there for the Trojans, as it was right in front of their own bench. They had potentially 6 men on the ice at one point there. However, they were quick to get off the boards. Pass to the slot goes just off the stick of Dickinson and out to center. Now here's an opportunity for Przwanzi. In over the line. Pass to the slot. The shot just over the net off the stick of Alex Loker. Into the corner it goes. Przwanzi plays it back to the point. Here's a shot blocked in front. Now here's an opportunity the other way. Not able to keep up with it is Alex Peterson.
Whoa.
Amherst following up on the play. Will finally get it over the blue line with Peterson. At the left circle, his shot just wide of the right. Now around the boards it goes, held in by Aaron Como. He sends it around the boards. At the half wall, it's knocked down by the Trojans, and now pinning it along the wall is West Seneca East. Pass to the slot goes by every Tiger in the lane and now out to center. Sending it right back into the offensive end will be Nolan Litz. Amherst checks up. They go for a change, some players do. The Tigers look to regroup defensively, stealing it in and bringing it in offside is Loic Fisher.
Well, Jack, I'll tell you, I usually don't go for too many of these instant replays on certain things, but a non-goal instant replay, I want to see those two guys who missed their collision on the ice. You have the West Seneca East player sliding on the ice, and you see all of a sudden this Amherst player literally jump right over top of him with a beautiful jump. They really avoided what could have been a very, very, very serious collision.
Delayed offside for Amherst will allow West Seneca East to regroup and send it into the offensive end. Page will tap it there for his defenseman Como to manage along the boards. Back behind the net it goes, ringing it around the near side is Litz. Out to center, the pass from Fortune is met by Biersbach. In over the line with speed. Pass to the slot. Fortune shot. Oh, it just went wide right of the net as Fortune was all alone behind the defense. Now Como steps up to keep it in the offensive end for Amherst, and he'll do a nice job of that, working it down low. Pass in front. Fortune's shot again. Biersbach on the doorstep. How did Hayden Dawson get his glove on that? Oh, and now some pushing and shoving will most likely result in a couple penalties here, as we had a bit of extracurricular activities in front of the net after the whistle.
Well, cooler heads prevailed for a second there. Connor Biersbach, he grabbed his teammate right away by the back and just pulled him away to stop him from doing anything that may have cost him another penalty. But we got two players going off the ice here. It looks like it's going to be David Wyche. I apologize for the pronunciation on that, from West Seneca East. And it looks like it's going to be Andrew Fortune going off for Amherst. 2-minute minors, or maybe not. Not totally sure. I'm going to have to listen in on this to see what their penalties are.
They could be offsetting, as they haven't thrown anything on the board yet.
Yeah.
this West Seneca East team not unfamiliar with the penalty box. 13 players with double-digit penalty minutes on the season, as we've seen them play earlier in the season in a game against Williamsville South that resulted in them having to play against a defenseman in goal. A wild game. If you haven't seen it, go ahead back on Western New York Athletics YouTube and check that one out from earlier in December. Amherst on the offensive side of things tries to set it up. They won't be able to do so. Looked like they were on the power play the way they were possessing the puck for a bit there. However, they bring it back in over the line with a nice move here was Jason Gray. He took it to the boards. Pass across ice, drops right in front of the goal. No one able to get their stick on it besides the Trojans. They'll skate it out to center with a pass ahead for Dutka. Along the blue line at the boards, will rip it into the corner. Behind the net, bodies collide. Trojans come away with the puck and send it to the front. That got picked off by Dickinson. Popechek keeps it in the offensive end for West Seneca East. Now out to center, the Trojans will regroup. Into the offensive end it goes as bodies collide in front of the penalty boxes. Stolen away in front of the net. Przwanzi was there. Dutka parks in front of the net again. Przwanzi sends it to the front. That one got blocked by the defenseman, Michael Dickinson. The other way, Amherst trying to set up defensively. Dickinson will be able to take it off a blocked shot out to center to evade the pressure. Dickinson, after a body trips up in front of him, it was Przwanzi. Pedersen's going to take it in over the line, still with possession. Shot right on. He scores! Michael Dickinson takes it himself. What a move. What a goal. Amherst.
Tell you, for
a 3-1 advantage. This is what the score was at in the last time these two teams played. West Seneca East able to tie it up at 3 in the third period, forced the tie. Shot from the near side is knocked down by Dawson as he had to handle that one at an odd angle. He'll hang on for a whistle with 11 minutes to go exactly in the middle frame.
Jason Gray got the assist on that goal, and I'll tell you, if that's the player I saw, he was in some pain on the ice. I don't know if he took a shot in the midsection, whatever, but he was in pain. He got the play going. He kept following the play even though he was doubling over, but he gets the assist on it.
Out to center and in over the offensive line. Locher has it. His shot is right on. Page hangs on.
And yes, things are getting a little physical out here on the ice right now as both players who served their unsportsmanlike conduct penalties both head back to their respective benches. 10:49 remaining here, 3-1 with Amherst leading the West Seneca East Trojans.
Face off to the right of Bryce Page. Won by the Tigers. Como back defensively behind his own net, plays it off the boards. Fortune taps it out to center. It goes just by the stick of Sammy Pattison of the Trojans, and Pattison will regroup. And a big collision in the boards. Pattison looked like he lost an edge, and now retaliation here as the Trojans want to mix it up behind the play. It was Timothy Machinsky who was throwing the fists at the Tigers, and it looks like Machinsky's going to get the only penalty here as he was creating some comeuppance there in the corner.
And he's also going to take a misconduct on that one as well. And
he's calling for a hit from behind, but I'm sorry, Randy, it looked like he just lost an edge, and then the player collided in behind him because he didn't know he was going to lose an edge.
And I thought the player from Amherst actually got the worst of the deal because he went face first into the boards, and he wasn't even, I don't even think, looking at the player. He just went face first into it. So you got a player, he's going to serve a minor, a 2-minute minor, and he's got a misconduct after that. So he'll be sitting in here for the rest of the period from the way it looks.
So Machinsky's in the box, and then Jude Alvarez comes over from the bench to serve the 2-minute minor in place of Machinsky. 10:31 to go in the second period. This is not what you want if you're West Seneca East to get undisciplined and give Amherst more opportunities, up by 2. Face-off to the left of Dawson is won by the Tigers. Back to the point it goes. There's a slap shot right on. Save made Dawson, and he'll hang on.
And right now, I'm not – it's going to end up sounding dramatic here, but this is a huge power play for Amherst. If they get a goal here, now they go up 4-1, and that turns everything around. Now West Seneca has dug a pretty deep hole here. Being down by 2 goals is one thing, but being down by 3 could be bigger. But it looks like Amherst is taking a penalty, and it looks like another technical going on here.
Another Amherst Tiger takes his seat. It'll be Loic Fisher. And they're going to bring the face-off down inside the Amherst end. Looks like we're going to have some good old-fashioned 4-on-4 hockey, Randy.
Absolutely, and he's taking a 2-minute minor, but he's also taking a misconduct as well. And so now we got a couple of players that are going to be spending some time just in front of us here in the penalty box. So it's 4-on-4 hockey, 10:24 remaining. 3-1 right now. Amherst leads West Seneca East.
Fisher takes the penalty. Aiden Ferraro, I beg your pardon. The sophomore will serve the 2-minute minor. Here's an opportunity behind the defense. Przwanzi shoots just wide. Page was there defensively all alone by himself as he was left hung out to dry. Out to center. Biersbach with speed along the boards will have possession in the offensive end. Turning with it is West Seneca East Colin Buish, and he'll set up defensively. Buish with a breakout pass off the boards, knocked down by Biersbach. Biersbach at the half wall will take it to the corner. Biersbach tried to sneak it in the short side. It goes back to the point. Como's shot got blocked in front, goes to the corner. Biersbach's there again. He lost control of it behind the net. Then he gained it back again. Crispin's there. Now down behind the goal again it goes. Biersbach takes a spill in that same corner. Maybe you want to check on the ice over there. West Seneca East tries to lift it out into the neutral zone. However, it gets knocked down right onto the stick of the Trojans, who will bank it off the wall and into the offensive end for Dutka. Dutka laid it to the middle of the ice. No one was there. Now Amherst and Como will take it into the offensive end themselves. Como, little toe drag, couldn't keep possession. Good work defensively by the Trojans. Out to center, 3-on-2 break. Coming back defensively is Como to break that up, however. Dutka got the puck, didn't know Como was behind him, and Como takes him to the boards. Jason Gray steers away from pressure. Trojans go for a change, and Gray hands it off for Brian Crispin. 15 seconds to go on the original penalty to Machinsky. That will give the Trojans a power play for just about 5 or so seconds. Now 6 seconds to go as we've got a whistle. 6 seconds to go on the Machinsky penalty. 12 seconds to go on the penalty to Loic Fisher.
And kudos to Como from the Amherst team. The senior defenseman, I'll tell you, he's been a royal pain to a lot of these West Seneca East players. He's taken the puck from them, blocked some shots. He has been checking guys. He's given it the whole package here for his team, and I'll tell you, he's done very, very well for himself back on defense.
Out of the box comes the server, Jude Alvarez. He'll go right to the bench for a change for the Trojans. And now out the box for Amherst, Aiden Ferraro. So we're back to even strength. The 2 men originally will sit in the box for their misconducts, but we're at 5-on-5 play. In front of the net, Fortune's shot on the backhand is saved. Now a rebound goes to the net. Stick was dropped by the goalkeeper, Dawson. Out to center it goes for Amherst. Przwanzi bearing down on the defenseman Nolan Litz, and Przwanzi will take it behind the net. Przwanzi still with possession. Good stick work there. Now he gets taken down. No penalty called. Przwanzi lost possession. Fortune the other way. Pass across the blue line for Dickinson. Slows up, cuts to the middle. Dickinson from the slot. His shot right on. Saved by Dawson. Behind the net it goes. Amherst with possession and Jason Gray. He got squeezed out along the boards. 2 Trojans there. Gray has to come back for it. Stealing it away is Michael Dickinson. Dickinson will take it to the right around the boards and to the far corner. Dickinson slows up at the half wall. And now got taken out as a stick got him between the legs. No penalty. Now it goes behind the West Seneca East net. Big body and a stick is lost behind the cage there. Amherst getting a bit physical here in period number 2. Just over 7 minutes to go in the middle frame. Out to center it goes for Przwanzi and the Trojans. He lost control in over the line, offside.
Well, I'm not a referee here. I can see Przwanzi's a little bit frustrated right now. It's like there's no question. With 17 goals on the season, he's got a target on his back. But I got to admit, they've been tugging at him. They've been pulling at him. They brought him down. No calls on it. And like I say, I don't get paid by either team here, but come on, you got to start calling. And I can see his frustrations out there. They're going to just stay on him and try to take the offense away from West Seneca East, and Amherst is doing a good job of it so far.
Pedersen on the face-off with Witchy, lost it. Witchy with the win. Back to the point it goes and into the Amherst bench for another whistle.
And admittedly, I usually don't complain about referees not making calls, but on the last time there when Przwanzi went off the ice, he said something to the referee, nothing to get him tossed out, but it was enough, and the referee just kind of looked and shrugged his shoulders, and so I'm sure it's at least making him aware of it.
Shot from the far hashes goes behind the net off of a deflection. To the near corner, Alex Peterson's there battling for it. Peterson able to lay it short side, looking to tuck it in. Are the Tigers? They won't be able to do so. Como at the point. Rister off a leg. Como steps into it again. Kept it in, however, as it stayed on the blue line. Behind the net it goes to the far corner. Hustling after it is Patrick Kantz, who chips it behind the net. Pass in front of the net, looking for the stick of Pedersen, was just too far. There's a shot from an odd angle that goes off the side of the net. Out in front, it goes off the skate of Dawson. In front of the net, it still sits. Now the Trojans will get possession. In over the red line they go. Taking it all the way himself will be the Trojans, and now we've got a penalty behind the play. Still looking to read the numbers. There it is, number 18, Nicholas Moran, who brought it over the red line himself.
And this will be an Amherst penalty. So once again, West Seneca East will be on a power play. They will definitely try to take advantage of this two-man advantage. 6:05 remaining here in the second period. Amherst up 3-1 over West Seneca East. So it's a big power play for the Trojans.
We saw Aiden Ferraro, the sophomore, sit and serve a penalty earlier in the period. He's now on the bench as he watches his brother, the older Leo Ferraro, the senior, sit in the box for 2 minutes of his own. Face-off will go now to the right of Bryce Page as he stopped that first opportunity on the Trojan power play. Cameron Przwanzi on the face-off, couldn't win it. It's won by the Tigers. They play it off the boards on the far side. Biersbach ties up his man there and will try to poke at the puck. Coming away with it are the Trojans. Down behind the net. Pass to the near side. Przwanzi's there, and he'll take it at the half wall. The defense shrugs off. Przwanzi walks his way to the slot. Now pass to the near side. Defense a bit more standoffish now. 5-on-4 is where we stand. Colin Buish plays it down low. There's a shot from a tough angle. Save made by Page.
And not that I'm harping on this, but one of the things, too, I'll say about Przwanzi, he's a great player. No question about it. And as many great players have told me over the years from all different kinds of levels, you got to play through this. So he's going to have to learn to really play along with this on the tugs, the pulls, the elbows, whatever, and he will prevail at some point in time.
Back to the point, the faceoff is won by Przwanzi, and he has it now again at the half wall. Rips a pass across ice that bounces off the boards and out to center. If they can hurry, Michael Dickinson has a chance. Dickinson, 2-on-1, shot right on, save made. The rebound goes to the corner. Dickinson goes after it himself. He couldn't keep up with the puck. Now he puts the body on. Puck laying at the half wall. Now will be sent to the blue line by the Trojans, and they'll recycle here. That Amherst defense doing a nice job on the defensive side of things, taking away the middle of the ice, forcing the Trojans to some odd-angled shots. Back to the point it goes for West Seneca East. Here is Buish at the near boards. Plays it down to the half wall. Trying to feed it across ice is Dutka. Now it goes for Przwanzi. He circles in front. That got blocked by the skate of Nolan Litz. To the near side. Buish stepped up, tried to get an opportunity. Here's another odd man rush if they can hurry for Amherst. Getting back, though, will be Buish. Less than 30 seconds to go on the power play for the Trojans. Tigers trying to kill more time of that off, and they will do so as Jason Gray took a tumble after getting the puck out to center. Dutka with 2 men back for Amherst. 4-on-2 as they enter the line. Throwing the stick there was Nolan Litz. Maybe he just lost control of it. No penalty. Still without a stick, however, is a Tiger. There's a shot from the near side that got blocked. Amherst needing to clear, and they will do so all the way right on goal as the penalty expires. They kill it off. 3-1 lead for the Tigers as now they have possession. No one with them, however, in the offensive end as it was Litz all the way alone by himself. Played off the wall. Back to the point it goes. Como will sag off and head into the neutral zone, allowing Amherst to break it out with Lois Miller. Miller plays it off the wall, trying to get it out to center are the Tigers, and they'll do so. Here's an opportunity for Fortune behind the defense. Backhander, he scores! Andrew Fortune, his second of the game, extends the lead. 4-1 Tigers.
I'll tell you, that was... supposed to go north to south. Well,
here tonight scored. 4-1 is where we stand. Trojans trying to put the offense on. There's a shot that's managed by Page. It goes behind him. Feed to the slot again. Tipped right on. Page puts upon it and covers up for the whistle.
So at the other end of the ice, Page is tending goal here. He's keeping the West Seneca East team at bay. No question about it. He's made a couple of key saves and kept things under control here. But right now, West Seneca has dug themselves a pretty deep hole. They've got to really bear down here a little bit, take some chances, and try and get some more scoring chances in front of that net.
Amherst able to clear it out to center. Fortune was there. He knocked it down in the neutral zone, and the Trojans didn't wait to check back up. That'll be an offside.
And once again, Amherst right now is really putting the pedal to the metal, so to speak. And they are really just forechecking and back-checking West Seneca to death and creating some very good scoring chances, which did result in their 4th goal.
Out to center, Peterson over the blue line. I beg your pardon, Dickinson. Dickinson slows up at the left side of the cage. Dawson reached out and grabbed it right off Dickinson's skate, and then a hit late after the whistle. Amherst knocked down a man in front of the net. No penalty, though, as they calm down. 2:52 to go in the third period. 4-1 is where we stand.
And again, I can definitely understand Amherst is playing right up to West Seneca East frustrations right now, and they're really taking him off their game a little bit. No question about that.
Fortune with his 2nd goal of the game, now just 1 goal behind the Western New York lead, as Ryan Steiner of Hamburg currently sits in the first spot with 21 goals. Fortune with 20. Behind the net, Tigers look to set it up with Dickinson. To the side of the cage, Tigers still with possession. Dickinson cuts now, I beg your pardon, Jason Gray lays it across ice, and it just left the blue ice, leading to an offside.
Boy, that was millimeters as far as just being over that blue line, no question about it, but the faceoff will come now over the blue line in that. What is it, Jack, with all the great goal scorers? They wear number 9. You think of 9s, you think of Gordie Howe, you think of Maurice Richard, you think of 99, and here you got 2 guys on 2 different teams, big goal scorers, wearing 9.
You just named 3 old school players there. Maurice
I'm sorry,
Richard.
I'm an old man, so it's just what can I say, Jack?
Hey, that's where it all originates, though. All these players nowadays, why do they wear 9? It's the old guy. Hey, think about Gretzky. Why did he wear 99? He doubled Gordie Howe's number. There you go.
Absolutely.
As it's held by the West Seneca East goalkeeper. Another whistle. Seems like in today's game, a lot of the 9s are retired for those old guys. You can't even wear number 9 for a lot of teams.
You summed it up right there.
Back to the point. There's a shot that got blocked in the lane. Now to the far boards it goes. Turning with it in the lane. Pass to the slot. Turnaround shot. No good. Goes wide to the left. Trojans give it up. The slot shot just high of the net. Alex Peterson ripped that one, looking to go top corner. Stepping up is the defenseman of Amherst, but Cuomo's got his back as it went out to center. In their own end, Amherst looks to clear. Trojans come away with the puck. Now it's taken back by Peterson. Peterson crossed the red line. He got checked from behind as it was Nicholas Moran from the Trojans who got him. Now in over the line is the Tigers with his shot along the ice. That's managed by the goalkeeper, Dawson. Behind the net, another odd-angled shot. Dawson had to get his shoulder snug against the post for that one. Przwanzi with speed goes to the far side. Pass to the slot. Good stick lift there by Andrew Fortune. His pass is intercepted. Wrister from the slot. Made rebound. They score! Cameron Przwanzi, his second of the game, brings the lead within 2.
And
Well, the goal has to count. They haven't put it on the board yet, but
the goal will count. They're going to center ice for the
go.
face-off. But it was after the goal was scored, the penalty occurred, and I believe he took a Amherst player down. Whether he was getting retaliation back, I'm not sure.
Great job from West Seneca East, though, on the goal. Slap shot from far out, knocked down in front. Przwanzi's there, turning with it, corrals the rebound. Behind the goalkeeper, Page, it goes and into the net. Now a 2-minute power play here for West Seneca. Well, on the board it says it's a West Seneca East power play. Pass across ice, shot goes just wide of the cage as it was cleared to the slot. Przwanzi couldn't get his stick in the right position. Now out to center it goes. Amherst dropping it off after the blue line. Shot from long range from Fortune is held on goal. So I believe it is a power play for Amherst.
It is an Amherst power play. It is an Amherst power play. The penalty was on West Seneca East, so it is a Amherst power play. Not exactly what you want to do when you get the score up to cut the lead in half.
Fortune at the right corner, sent it around behind the boards. Back to the point it goes. Cuomo steps in, takes a shot through traffic. Nice save from Hayden Dawson. He'll hang on for the whistle.
And they're gonna spend the rest of the period here killing off this penalty or a power play here. We'll see what happens in these next 34 seconds.
Set off the boards, back to the point. Cuomo risks one high in the air to the far corner. Goes off the wall and sent back to the corner for Biersbach. Dances around one man and chips it back to the point. Fortune, wrister, tipped right on. Dawson, another big save off a deflection.
Dawson still sharp despite the fact giving up 4 goals here. He has been sharp in that in the net. And now there's just 17.6 seconds remaining here in the period. 1:08 in the penalty.
Face-off won by the Tigers. Fortune turns, sends it down low, or tried to. Trojans will clear. Less than 10 seconds to go in the period. Cuomo with it again. Rips it around the boards. That will just about do it for the second period. A 4-2 lead for Amherst after 2. And that's where we stand.
And that was a 2-minute minor for tripping, and that's what I thought I saw done. But again, a big period.
There you hear it, 15 shots for Amherst.
15-7 shots on goal. So that gives West Seneca East 15 for the game, and it gives Amherst now 20 shots. And there was no question Amherst had the better of that one. They definitely had a lot of shots on goal here.
4-2 is where we stand. Both number 9s with 2 goals on the day. Przwanzi for West Seneca East, Fortune for Amherst. We'll come back on the other side of this break with a recap of what we've seen so far and a look forward to period number 3. We thank you for watching Western New York Athletics. We'll see you right after this.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
17 minutes and potentially more, Randy, from this first game.
Absolutely, Jack. And I'll tell you, if there's one glaring statistic that sticks out in that second period, it's the fact that Amherst had 15 shots on goal. That was compared to their mere 5 they had in the first period to just 7 shots on goal for West Seneca East. So that makes the difference here. We're underway, 4-2, Amherst leading.
Still a 40-second power play for Amherst here to start the third period as they set up. There's a shot that went, it was a pass through the center of the ice that went off a leg to the near boards. Now turning with it and starting the cycle is Brian Crispin. He left it along the boards. No one was there. Trying to clear it out to center of the Trojans, and Przwanzi's got a chance. A man alone behind the defense is Dutka, but that puck along the fresh ice just kept rolling the entire length below the cage. Tigers got away with one there. Still putting the forecheck on is Dutka. Able to keep possession is Amherst, and now they'll start the breakout again. Great penalty kill to start this third period by the Trojans as the forecheck is on again. Now Fortune takes it back again. Fortune in over the line at the right circle, lost the possession of the puck and slid all the way to the boards. It's fired the length of the ice. This one looks like it'll come back on an icing exactly a minute into the third period. And Randy, in the other 2 periods, at this point, we'd already had a goal scored. Now we get a chance to breathe.
What's wrong with these two teams? You would have thought they haven't had a rest or anything. No, the thing of it is, they both came out here like gangbusters. One having to kill a penalty, the other one on the power play. And it was tough to see which one was in that position as the power play was in force.
Trojans able to send it the length of the ice again. This one might come back again, and it will.
And I know this is trivial stuff. This is me. This is my artsy part of myself. But there was one point in that first period or second period when all of a sudden there's like 3 Amherst players right in front of the West Seneca East goal, and it looked like one of those table hockey games. You see the players just all turning as they were shooting the puck, and they got a shot on goal, and actually it's when they had the goal scored.
Maybe the best chance of creating offense for West Seneca East is crashing that crease and getting bodies in the lane, throwing the puck in front of the net as Amherst will regroup defensively and try to start the breakout through the neutral zone. Dickinson will try to do it himself. He won't be able to as Przwanzi got in his way. Now stealing it back again is Jason Gray. Gray in over the line. Has a man to his right, decides to take it himself. That one got blocked. Now Gray to the far corner, still circling with it. Gray at the half wall, slows up, lost possession, at his stick tied up, and now the Trojans will fire it off the back wall. Stepping up from his defensive spot is Charles Simon to keep it in play. He got some help from Michael Dickinson. Now the Trojans look to break out, and they will do so out to center. Poked ahead as Jack Carney stepped up to keep it in the neutral zone momentarily. Now Przwanzi crosses the blue line, lets one rip right out of play. And they'll empty the penalty boxes, so we've got a clean bill of empty seating in the penalty boxes now with 14:56 to go in the third period.
Well, Jack, I don't know about you. I feel a little lonely here. You know, the fact we've had these players sitting in front of us, but they're out now and everybody's playing again. So hopefully let's just keep this game going the way it is right now and keep it penalty-free if we can. And I know that's wishful thinking. I know.
Machinsky on the draw, able to win it back to the point. Sending it along the boards is Pattison. Behind the net, it's rung around where Amherst will stop it along the boards and now get it out to center. Pass up ahead, 3-on-1 opportunity. Loic Fisher leaves it there. Shot got blocked and goes out of play. Great defensive work from the Trojans to break up the 3-on-1.
Wow, that was close. And I'll tell you, that Trojan player that was going back there on defense did a nice job getting the stick down on the ice to block that shot for his goalie.
Would love to give him credit. However, we still can't see the number on the jersey. Waiting for him to turn around. We'll get you. As you see, it was number 6, Sammy Pattison. The other way, Amherst looks to create some offense, or some defense, rather, as West Seneca East has it in the offensive end. Tigers now skated out to center. And over the line is Loic Fisher as he chips it to the corner and goes after it himself. Fisher puts on the brakes, wins the puck battle, then lost it as it bounced around in the skates to the far corner. Trojans fire it up the middle. That one goes right off the stick of Aaron Cuomo of the Tigers, and he will regroup for Amherst. Under 14 minutes to go in the third period. If you're the Tigers with a 2-goal advantage, you just want to keep killing that clock off, not stop the clock at all, and obviously keep possession of the puck as much as you can. For West Seneca East, you're looking to maintain possession. Try to fill up that net as much as you can, as Przwanzi's the only one that has a goal. He's got 2 for the Trojans so far. Out to center, it's poked and into the Amherst territory. It was deflected, no icing. Back for the Tigers is Charles Simon. He plays it off the half wall. Stealing it in is Machinsky, and it just comes to the near boards. Amherst, big body along the boards, will keep it in for the Trojans. Przwanzi with an odd-angled shot, got blocked in front, and now goes out to center off the Tigers' stick. Stick broken. That one flies up in the air and drops. Tigers had to be careful of that one landing, as did the fans in the first row to our right. Back the other way, play continues. Tigers look to break out. Out to center, it's poked by Fortune. Trojans will send it back to the neutral zone. Przwanzi circles and starts the breakout himself. He'll take it all the way into the offensive end. Pump fakes the slap shot, takes it to the left. There's a shot right on, held by Page.
And that was one, as we see the broken stick out on the ice. That is one, I swear, a lot of these high school players are not used to reacting to a broken stick. Their bench from West Seneca East was screaming at their player to drop his stick as he was skating off the ice to get a new stick. And really, that's a penalty right there. Fortunately, the referees did not call it, either that or didn't see it, but they didn't call it. And he did drop his stick finally. But, yeah, it's about the second or third time I've seen that happen here this year, where a player has broken a stick and literally carried it off the ice.
Back to the point. It's dribbled in front of the net. Getting it out is Amherst, just barely. Not out of the zone, however. But that shot from the point almost found its way to the back of the cage. Now at the point again. Right shot goes right on goal and deflected in front. Comes to the corner. Playing it along the half wall is Amherst. Now Como skates it out to center himself. 3-on-2 for the Tigers. Como, nice move around the defense. Como, bar down! Oh, what a goal for Aaron Como to extend the lead to 3 for the Tigers.
Gave him kudos before for the great work he did defensively for his team. Now he adds to the pot by scoring a goal, and he really, literally did a great job out there. It was all Como. Jack, you can say a word here or two. Your mouth, I'm glad I'm the one talking. Yeah, that's one that just leaves your jaw drop, and you just sit there incredibly astonished by this.
I haven't been able to close my mouth since. What a goal for the defenseman. He'd been jumping up in the play all game, going down below the red line, fighting for the puck in the corners on offense. Finally, he says, enough is enough. I'm taking it myself through the neutral zone. What a dangle around the defenseman, and to put it back onto his forehand for the shot and knock it down on the far corner over the blocker. It was a thing of beauty. Out to center, Como will, speak of the devil, go after it back himself and start the offense for Amherst. Sends it out to center, goes off the leg there of Michael Dickinson, and he will turn back with possession. Dickinson got bodied in his own zone. Buish got in his way. Dutka had possession in the neutral zone. Now stealing it for the Trojans. Shot goes just high of the net. Rebounds to the left of the cage, trying to send it on there, but able to knock it away are the Tigers. Back to the point it goes for West Seneca East. Out to center, here comes Jason Gray. Gray, 2-on-1. Sends it in front, got blocked. Gray again to the side of the cage. Just missed Michael Dickinson, who was waiting for the tap in. Dickinson wins it back again. Dickinson, backhand pass in front. Blocked in front by Hayden Dawson, and the net comes off. 10:52 to go in the third period. 5-2 is our score.
And on that Como goal, it was Dickinson who got the assist on it. So the guy that you really look to score goals gets the assist on it, but gives it to a guy who really made an outstanding play. And we had a little extracurricular activity going on the ice after the whistle blew. Nobody to the penalty boxes, so they've all listened to me. They're staying out of the box.
Alex Peterson wins the draw for Amherst. However, firing it back to the defense, Jack Carney couldn't hang it in the zone. Colin Buish will reset for the Trojans. Pressure backed off by the Tigers. However, able to keep it in the offensive end is Amherst. Stepping up from the defensive position is Simon. He goes to the corner where it's flung around the boards to the near side. Carney keeps it in. Sends it right back down below the red line. 3 Tigers are there battling for it. Alex Peterson, one of them. Peterson gets taken down. I beg your pardon, that's Leo Ferrado who got taken down behind the cage. Now into their own end, the Tigers will reset with Simon, who plays it off the wall, right into the stick of Colin Buish, who sends it D to D. Zachary Steino sends it out to center, just misses the stick of Miller and goes below the red line. No icing, as the Trojans put on the forecheck to keep it in the offensive territory. Shot from the corner is managed easily by the goaltender, Page. Now Amherst with speed out to center. Trying to keep up with the puck here is Brian Crispin, and Crispin got to it. Crispin, backhander, right on, safe made, rebound. It's just to the loose right of the net. And now a penalty will be called that a Tiger was taken down right in front of the cage. Loic Fisher lays there on his stomach in front of the goaltender, Dawson.
And that was I guess you want to call it was a well-deserved penalty because, wow, the Tigers were literally flying into the West Seneca East net, and they were trying to do everything they could to stop him, and it ended up, I believe, it looks like it was a cross-checking penalty. So once again, Amherst is going to go on a power play here, and obviously a few West Seneca East fans are a little upset about the lack of calls on their team or against their team right now, and definitely frustrating for them to watch this game.
Of course, for West Seneca East fans, again, not unfamiliar to getting penalties called against them, maybe question why you're getting the penalties, and it's not always the officials. 5-2 is the score. Another power play for the Tigers. Fortune's clapper goes just wide to the right, and it goes to the far boards. Aaron Como gets it there. Como sends it down low. Here's Alex Pedersen. Sends it in front. Biersbach circles with his shot. Dawson with the save, and in front for the rebound was Murphy if it came out. 9:09 to go.
And believe me, Dawson has done very, very well in there tonight for the West Seneca East in goal. He not only has stopped a lot of pucks, he's also taken a little bit of physical punishment. His players have crashed that net, and not into him deliberately, but he's part of the accident happening out there on that ice.
Face-off won by Amherst. However, stepping up and stealing it neatly are the Trojans and Timothy Machinsky. Behind the net, Amherst goes to start the breakout from their own red line. Skating it out to center himself is Brian Crispin. He lays it for Biersbach, who sets up on the power play. Biersbach had it stolen away. Przwanzi all alone behind the defense for the hat trick. Przwanzi to the backhander. He scores! The sophomore, number 9, Przwanzi, with his third of the game. It's a 2.
Just could not stop him. And yes, this is a hat trick. You would have thought there'd be some hats out there, but Jack, remember, price of hats these days have really, really gone up. So unless you got a cheap one that you just want to get rid of, there were no hats on the ice for that one, but it's a nice hat trick, a nice performance here by him tonight.
For as loud as the Trojan fans have been, behind the defense, oh, what a save, Hayden Dawson!
So Dawson had to get his 2 cents in this game. Tell you, that was a beauty of a save. That is one you could watch time and time again, and he did it as smoothly as ever. Great, great save.
Jason Gray got behind the defense, brought it to the forehand to try to chip it up and over the moving goaltender from the right side. However, Hayden Dawson with a big save to keep his team within 2. How about a short-handed goal from Cameron Przwanzi? As I was going to say, Randy, for as loud as these Trojan fans have been, I expected a couple hats to get tossed on the ice, not a single one. However, we continue. Out to center, coming away with it are the Tigers and Charles Simon. He skates in over the blue line. Simon drops it back to the point. Jason Gray with it, plays it to the far side. Pass to the corner, goes for Kearney. Centering it out in front, not able to get a stick on it is Michael Dickinson. However, the Tigers keep possession. Gray sends it to the corner. Kearney still with possession. Trojans collapse in a box in front of the net. That shot was blocked in front. Now going after it will be Logan Griffin on the far side. It's now picked up by Jason Gray, who skated away with the puck from the scrum. Gray lost control of it. Griffin's there having his back. Griffin lost control. Now Gray will send it back down low. Griffin and Gray play catch through the bodies. Now in the corner it goes again. Trojans trying to clear it. They won't be able to do so. Fisher keeps it in. To the near side it goes. Simon to the half wall for Gudzak. I beg your pardon. That'll be Michael Dickinson. Down behind the cage, it's ripped around behind the boards, held in by the Tigers. That shot goes in the air and gets blocked by the Trojans. They're just able to get it out, and I mean just by a foot or two before the Tigers send it right back in and head for the change, now at 5-on-5 play. Under 7 minutes remain in the third period. Amherst lets it breathe a bit as they have possession in their own end. Leo Ferrato gets taken down out the other way. Amherst dropping it off. Przwanzi takes this shot right on rebound. Przwanzi scores! Cameron Przwanzi, you can tug him, you can push him, but you can't stop him. He's got 4 goals.
They'll find their way to fight through it. Now, not only is he doing well in shorthanded goals, he does very well on even strength goals. So I don't know, did he score a power play goal tonight? Because if not, that'd be another type of hat trick right there. And it's been incredible. And still no hats. We'll take Tukes. We'll take anything here just to show this kid some support here.
He's the only sign of life from West Seneca East. It was funny, as it was stolen away there, David Witchy dropped it right back for Przwanzi. He had a breakaway. If Witchy wanted it himself, he said, I'm not taking this shot. This guy's to my right. I'm leaving it to the man with 3 goals on the night. Przwanzi capitalizes, and all of a sudden, we've got a 1-goal hockey game. It's been all Tigers, however, maintaining possession of the puck in the offensive end as they do now. However, here's another opportunity as Cameron Przwanzi has it all by himself. Przwanzi bears down in the middle, drops it to the slot. There's a shot. They score! David Witchy ties it! 5:50 to go in the third. Przwanzi was stopped. Witchy follows up.
Focus on Przwanzi. That is exactly what he did. He took wide open to shoot at, and we've got a tie game here. Incredible. Just an incredible comeback here by West Seneca East. Wow.
The first time these two teams trailed, it was 3-1 with just about 6 minutes to go in the third period. Fast forward a couple minutes, Przwanzi scores 2. They tie it at 3. That's where the game ends. 3-3 after a 5-minute overtime. They walked home with a tie. Today, it's a 5-2 lead for Amherst. However, the Trojans fight and fight and fight their way to tie it 5-5 with under 5.5 to go in the third period. Big body collision at the blue line as it was Charles Simon catching the brunt of that one. And it goes on goal. Dawson will hang on.
And at the other end of the ice there, I was just going to say Hayden Dawson slows things down a little bit. He controls the puck there, puts his glove on it, gets control, forces a face-off. The face-off will come to his left. And with 5:12 remaining here in the third period, we have a 5-5 tie.
Face-off won by the Tigers. To the near boards it goes, and they'll send it down low with Brian Crispin. Battling for it here will be Cole Gilson. Gilson sends it back to the point. Como to Gilson on the far side. Beg your pardon, that's Biersbach. Como takes a shot right on, saved by Dawson. Rebound to the right of him, and he had to save that one as well off the stick of Andrew Fortune.
And I'll tell you, you got to watch out for players like Fortune out there as well. He's a big goal scorer, but Dawson was equal to the task, made the great save. And, you know, you go back Jack, to that big save, that Ole save that Dawson made. That seemed to almost give that team a lift, besides 4 goals from their number one player.
Absolutely. That was the turning point in the third period, giving some momentum for the Trojans. Stepping in with a shot, and it's saved by Dawson off the stick of Nolan Litz. Dawson had to be sharp on that one to knock it down with the glove. Back to the point, it's held in by Cuomo. His wrister goes off the back wall to the back side of the cage. Now sending it out in front of the Tigers. There's a shot from Cuomo again that goes high and wide. Back to the point it goes. Amherst maintaining possession and pressure. Down low it goes. No one's there for the Tigers. Trojans with a chance to break out, and they'll do so with Przwanzi, who takes it himself out to center. Pass up ahead, and Przwanzi skated too far offside there. 4:12 to go in the third. 5-5 is where we stand.
You know, Randy, Jack, not to interrupt you guys, but I was talking to Coach Friend before the game a little bit about their season. The one thing he talked about is when we get the goaltending, we have a chance. But at times we've struggled with goaltending, and that's what's cost them quite a bit. So it looks like, you mentioned the save, Randy. They got the goaltending, and it kind of sparked them.
To the neutral zone it goes. We love having the encyclopedia of Francis Beck in our back pocket here at Western New York Athletics. Now here's Biersbach in over the blue line. 3-on-1 chance. Biersbach takes a shot. Save. No, they score! Biersbach let it go. Hayden Dawson squeezed the arm together. Thought he had it. It's
That just barely got in there. So we now have a 6-5 game here with 3:48 remaining.
6-5 is where we stand in a third period that we came into a 4-2 hockey game. We thought all is pretty much lost here, as now we've got an injured player in the neutral zone for the Trojans. They're going to wait to touch the puck, and now they do. There's a player who lost his stick.
He lost his stick, and believe me, I don't know if he got hit in the knee or what, but yeah, he's limping off the ice there.
It's Timothy Machinsky, the injured player on the play, favoring that right skate, it looks like. 3.5 remain in the third period. Still plenty of time for a game-tying goal, as we've learned. For some teams, 13 seconds is enough to tie a game up. 3.5 to go in the third period. 6-5 is where we stand. All it takes is one shot of the puck, and we could be tied. And Przwanzi's out there on the faceoff for the Trojans.
That was Jack's one editorial comment here during it.
Buish in the corner, tries to play it back to the point. Out with speed to center is Jason Gray with a one-on-one opportunity. Gray to the middle, tried to take a shot. It fanned off his stick. Into the corner it goes. Gray battles for it, and Gray's going to come away with the puck himself, trying to play it back to the point. Como's there for him. Now it goes into the corner. Turning is Loic Fisher. He sent it to the front of the net. That went through everybody. To the far board, stepping up is Nolan Litz. He played it along the corner. However, stepping up is the Trojans to clear it out to center. Through the neutral zone, the Trojans try to set it up. Picking it right off again will be Jason Gray. Pass up ahead. The shot right on. Saved by Dawson. Rebound. They score. Michael Dickinson gets another one tonight. That'll put this one at a...
They were swarming in. 2 players came in and got the goal. It is now 7-5.
I hate to say it, but as soon as Francis Beck made a comment about the goaltending, Dawson has let in 2 goals on what feels like 2 shots.
Thank God we got somebody to blame on this one. I was like, holy cow. You and I have taken a blame for a lot of things here, but Francis is right behind us here. Only kidding, Francis. Only kidding.
2.5 to go in the third period. It's a 2-goal lead. However, we've seen how quickly that can change, so nothing's safe, as you and Stu had a conversation in our first game, the girls' game here tonight. That 2-goal lead, not particularly safe, Randy.
And I would be looking for them to pull their goalie here if they can get the chance to, coming up with 2:15 remaining.
Fortune brings it in over the line. I beg your pardon, that's Jack Carney. He gets squeezed out along the boards. Now down behind the net, it goes around the boards out to Nicholas Moran, who lays it off to his man in Machinsky, who's back off the bench, in with speed on the far side. He drops a body in the corner. Now Machinsky goes after it behind the net himself. To the near boards it goes. Turning with it is Amherst. Now back to the point. There's a shot from the blue line that gets blocked in the way by Brian Crispin. Out to center it goes. One-on-one opportunity. It's Andrew Fortune all by himself. Slows up, takes a twirl and drag shot that goes wide to the right. Fortune will play the body in the corner. Amherst backing off, trying to set up defensively to maintain the 2-goal advantage as it comes out to center for guess who but number 9, Cameron Przwanzi. Przwanzi slows up to evade a hit. Now out to center it goes. They'll have to check up, the Trojans will. Backhanding it in is Colin Buish. Behind the cage it goes with 1:15 to go in the third period. Trojans trying to create some offense here. Stealing it away as Andrew Fortune chips it up in the air to kill some more time for himself, and now sends it to the front of the net. Right on Dawson with the save. Behind the net it goes for the Trojans. They fling it off the boards with under a minute to go in play. Backhander by Buish is blocked. Now Buish keeps it in play again. Evades the check of Fortune. Buish will take it in over the blue line himself. Now out to center it goes as the West Seneca East Trojans have pulled their goalkeeper. They finally have possession here and will try to start the breakout with Buish, who backhands it into the neutral zone and the offensive end. Witchy will go after it in the corner. Amherst and Como have it from their own blue line. Long pass ahead, and we've got a whistle. What could this be, Randy?
I'm not sure. Believe it or not, it is on West Seneca East.
Looks like Machinsky was talking with the ref. I'm sure just chatting about their dinner plans tonight, as Machinsky will get sent to the boards, and the parents again will let the compliments of the officials fly from the stands.
And on top of it, he gets a 10-minute misconduct. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. So we have 32 seconds remaining. It's a 7-5 game. I'm strongly guessing, even though the faceoff is going to come, it's going to come deep in the Amherst end, West Seneca East is going to keep their goalie out. The net's empty. So right now, Amherst is going to be on the power play here and going there. And it looks like a timeout is being called by West Seneca East.
Machinsky with 35 penalty minutes coming into the game. He's well over 40 at this point, and the 10-minute misconduct may take him to the first place in PIMS on the Trojans. The only player ahead of him in PIMS coming into tonight's game, Randy, could you guess who it was? It's Cameron Przwanzi, who came in with 46 penalty minutes on the year.
Whoa. Wow. That's a lot of penalty minutes coming in here.
Of course. A lot of them coming in that game against Will South earlier this year, where there was over 160 penalty minutes finally assessed, as you said, that took them till the next day to count up all the penalties.
Yeah, we were joking about that between periods here, but wow, I'm sorry I missed that game. I was out of town on that one, but I missed that game. But I understand there was lots and lots of excitement in the final 5 minutes or so of that game.
Missed a doozy, and we're in for a doozy tonight. Hopefully, Starpoint and Williamsville East will drop their puck at around 8:15 from the feature rink at the Northtown Center. We'll have the action right here on Western New York Athletics. Hopefully, you switch streams and join us over there as well. 8:15 puck drop. It's the Starpoint Spartans and the Williamsville East Flames in a battle of first place of the ECIC 2. Face-off to the left of the goalkeeper page as he has to stand his ground for another 32.0 seconds on the nose to get the victory and improve Amherst to a 7-7 overall record with the one tie as well. This would bring their division record to 500 as well, 4-4-1, and West Seneca East looks like they'll still be looking for their first win on the year. They'll have another shot on Friday, tomorrow, as they'll take on Iroquois Alden. That puck drop at 6 o'clock. A lot of players on the ice here. 6 for the Trojans with their goal empty. Back to the point, it's won by the Trojans. That shot gets blocked out to center. Here come the Tigers, and they'll ice this one. Michael Dickinson, how about that for a hat trick for Michael Dickinson and the Tigers? Goaltender hugs for Jason Gray and Bryce Page behind the play, as this one is all but over. 8-5 is the score now with 24 seconds to go.
You take your hat tricks any way you can get them. And you got two guys in the game tonight that get hat tricks, and I still do not see a hat on the ice. Just one hat. Just somebody toss a hat on the ice. But, hey.
Well, the glass is kind of high, Randy.
Oh, hey. Okay, we'll go with that, Francis. We'll go with that.
Tigers are going to hang on to this one. Their next game will be at St. Mary's, not till next month, Thursday, February 3rd at 8:30. They'll take on the Lancers in their last non-league game of the season before taking on Starpoint, Williamsville East, and Starpoint again to round out their season schedule. Of course, everyone anticipating the championships wherever they may be later this year. All teams and all roads pointing to the Western New York High School Hockey Championships later in the calendar year. 8.5 seconds to go in the game, and that will just about do it. 8-5 is our final score of tonight's contest. The Amherst Tigers improved their record to 4-4-1 in divisional play with a divisional win over the Trojans, who still are winless.
And it was a great comeback in the third period by West Seneca East. They had tied this game 5-5, and then 3 quick goals by Amherst secured the win for the Tigers.
Couple of hat tricks, couple of big saves, a lot of goals, 13 total in this one. 8-5 is your final. Again, we invite you to join us on our next broadcast. Starpoint and Williamsville East dropping their puck in just about 10 or so minutes. We'll give or take. Go grab a snack and join us right back on Western New York Athletics. On behalf of our entire crew and Randy Schultz, Francis Beck, I'm Jack Cruiser, and I bid you adieu.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Being home.